If this found you, your old frequency collapses now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. In the next 90 seconds, I'm going to guide you through a body shift that changes today. Not your mindset, not your beliefs, your actual nervous system. I know because I lived the other way for years. I'd wake up with weight on my chest, jaw locked tight, and my hand would shoot straight to my phone before my eyes even focused. Scrolling through noise while my body screamed for stillness. I thought my mind had to lead, that I needed to think my way into a better day. I was wrong. My mind was just trying to keep up with a body stuck in survival frequency. Here's the promise. In 30 to 90 seconds, you'll feel 5 to 15% relief in your body. Your shoulders will drop, your breath will descend. And before this day ends, you'll notice one external sign, a text, a timing, a shift in how someone responds to you. That confirms the field is reading your new frequency. That's not magic. That's resonance. Here's the truth nobody taught you. Your body is the portal. The first 90 seconds after you wake up, set the resonance for your entire day. Not your thoughts, not your plans, your body's state. So here's the 5-second reset. Sit upright, feet flat on the ground. Exhale long and slow. Let your shoulders fall 2 centimeters. Release your jaw. Only then, only after your body leads, look at your phone. This inverts everything you've been taught. The body speaks first through breath and observation. The mind comes second to name what the body already knows. That's the frequency shift. That's the test you just passed. You've been running on survival mode so long you forgot what ease feels like. Your nervous system learned to stay tight, ready, braced, and now that pattern runs you. But here's what nobody tells you. In 3 to 4 weeks of gentle observation, your body can rewrite the code. Not through force, through breath, through soft repetition that whispers to your cells, "We're safe now." I know because I lived it. The first 2 weeks, my body fought back, tension in my jaw, shoulders climbing toward my ears, that familiar hum of low-grade alarm. I pushed myself, thinking discipline was the answer, and my system pushed harder in return. Then something shifted. I stopped treating my nervous system like an enemy and started treating it like a frightened animal that needed kindness. Compassion became my compass. I'd place warm palms on my chest, right over my sternum, and breathe out twice as long as I breathed in. 3 cycles. That's all. My gaze would soften, resting on the horizon instead of darting around hunting for the next problem. And in those 90 seconds, my body began to remember what the parasympathetic state feels like. The frequency of rest, repair, true presence. No mantras about being positive. Just the body leading, and the mind finally willing to follow. Here's the practice that changed everything. Speak to yourself in commands so simple a child could hear them. I'm safe now. Say it quietly with your hand on your heart. I can slow down 5%. Feel your shoulders drop half an inch. Today, my body leads. And then, this is key, you obey. You don't override the breath that wants to deepen or the sigh that wants to escape. When your system offers you a signal, you honor it with immediate observation. That's the conversation. That's the relationship you've been missing. Your body has been screaming. Now you're finally learning its language. The science is simple, even if the feeling is profound. Repetition with gentleness carves new neural pathways in your brain. Every time you choose the exhale over the panic, the pause over the reaction, you're laying down fresh track. 3 to 4 weeks of daily practice. Just minutes, not hours. And the new path becomes the easy path. Your nervous system stops defaulting to alarm and starts defaulting to coherence. You're not trying to calm down anymore. You are someone who regulates first, then responds. That's not a technique. That's a new identity, built one breath at a time, wired into your frequency through the body's own wisdom. And here's where it gets interesting. Once your system learns this language, once the observation becomes automatic and the breath becomes your anchor, The outside world starts to shift in ways you can't explain through logic alone. Doors open. Timing aligns. The universe stops feeling like a place you navigate and starts feeling like a field you inhabit. But that only happens when the internal foundation is solid, when the body trusts you enough to stay open. What I'm about to show you next takes this foundation and turns it into something you can radiate outward, a frequency so clear that the room changes when you walk in. Think of yourself as a tuning fork. When you strike the right note inside your body, the people around you start to hum at that same frequency. This isn't mystical, it's resonance. Your nervous system broadcasts a signal through micro-expressions, breath rhythm, vocal tone, even the way you hold space in silence. And here's the thing. Other nervous systems are built to pick up that signal and mirror it. When you walk into a room carrying tension, you'll feel the field tighten. When you walk in regulated, grounded in your body, carrying that coherent frequency you've been practicing, the whole atmosphere begins to soften. You're not sending good vibes. You're literally tuning the room through observation of your own state first. I saw this in real time, and it startled me. I walked into a meeting running late, chest tight, breath shallow, that familiar hum of urgency vibrating through me. Before I spoke a word, I dropped my shoulders. I softened my jaw. I let one long exhale move through my body like a wave. 20 seconds, maybe 30. I didn't announce it. I didn't explain. I just adjusted my own frequency while the conversation swirled around me. And within 2 minutes, I swear 2 minutes, the tone in that room changed. Voices got quieter. People leaned back instead of forward. One person even laughed. Resonance isn't a metaphor. It's a nervous system conversation happening beneath the words, and your body is always speaking. Here's the practice that makes this real. Before you speak, especially in moments that matter, touch your thumb to your index finger 3 times. Light pressure. It's a somatic anchor, a signal to your system that says, I'm here, I'm present, I'm choosing this frequency. Then take one long exhale, letting it move all the way down into your belly. And when you speak, slow down 10%. Not so much that it feels forced, just enough that your words land with weight instead of rushing past. That 10% changes everything. It gives your nervous system time to lead, and it gives the other person's system permission to match you instead of escalate. This is where the science gets beautiful. Your vagus nerve, the main cable of your parasympathetic system, doesn't just regulate you. It regulates the field you're in. When you breathe deeply, when your face softens, when your body radiates safety, other people's vagal tone responds. States are contagious. Panic spreads. So does calm. You've felt this 1,000 times without naming it. The friend whose presence makes your shoulders drop. The stranger whose anxiety makes your chest tighten. Now you're learning to be the source, the frequency that others synchronize with through simple embodied observation of what's happening inside you first. And here's where identity shifts from trying to being. You're not practicing calm anymore. You are someone who holds a frequency so steady that the room tunes to you. Coincidences stop feeling random. The right person texts. The opportunity lands. The conflict dissolves before it escalates. You're not attracting these things through wishful thinking. You're becoming the vibrational match through nervous system coherence that your body maintains moment by moment. But if you think resonance is just about other people, you're missing the deeper layer. What happens when you stop trying to control outcomes and start adjusting how you move through them? That's the paradox waiting for you next, and it's the key most people miss their entire lives. You are the sail, not the wind. Let that sink in for a moment. All this time you've been trying to control the wind. The circumstances, the people, the timing, the outcomes, and it's been draining every ounce of your energy. You grip harder, plan tighter, push louder, thinking that's what control looks like. But true power isn't in forcing the wind to obey you. It's in adjusting your sail so the same wind that would have capsized you now moves you exactly where you need to go. This shift, from brute force to intelligent flow, is the paradox nobody teaches you. The moment you stop white-knuckling reality and start asking your body what it needs, everything changes. Not because the world suddenly cooperates, but because you stop fighting frequency and start riding it. Here's how you know the shift is happening. Internally, you'll feel it first. The muscles around your eyes soften, like you've been squinting at a problem for years and finally looked away. Your jaw unclenches without you telling it to. Your breath drops from your chest down into your belly, slow and full, the way it moves when you're truly safe. Externally, the signs show up in ways that feel almost eerie. People respond to you with more gentleness even when you haven't changed your words. That delay you curse turns into perfect timing. The text you've been waiting for arrives the moment you stop obsessing. These aren't miracles. This is what happens when your nervous system stops broadcasting panic and starts broadcasting presence. The field reads your body's frequency and reflects it back to you. The instruction is so simple it sounds too easy, but I promise you, it works. Swap force for flow. Right now, wherever you are, ask your body this exact question. Where can I release 5% right now? And then, here's the critical part. Obey immediately. Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's the tension you're holding in your stomach because you're bracing for bad news that hasn't even arrived yet. Just 5%. You're not collapsing. You're not giving up. You're making a micro-adjustment in your sail while the wind is still blowing, and that tiny shift in observation changes the entire trajectory of where you're headed. What's happening beneath the surface is profound. When your body perceives threat, real or imagined, your nervous system shunts energy away from your prefrontal cortex and floods your amygdala. You go into survival mode. Decisions get cloudy. Creativity shuts down. You operate from a frequency of scarcity and fear, and every action you take from that state reinforces the loop. But the moment you drop the perceived threat by even 5%, your cortex comes back online. Suddenly, the path forward is obvious. The decision that felt impossible yesterday feels simple today. You're not smarter, you're just regulated. And from regulation, clarity doesn't require effort. It's the default state your body returns to when it knows it's safe. This is identity reconstruction in real time. You're not losing control. You're upgrading from rigid control, where you exhaust yourself trying to dominate every variable, to intelligent navigation, where you sense the current, adjust your body, and let the field do half the work. This is how high performers operate without burning out. This is how mystics stay calm in chaos. They're not special. They just learned the paradox. The less you try to control everything, the more influence you actually have. And once you master this dance between effort and release, between doing and allowing, the next question becomes, how do you make this your baseline? How do you integrate this so deeply that it's not something you remember to do? It's just who you are. That's the layer we're building next, and it's simpler than you think. Here's the metric that matters more than anything else. Recovery speed. Not how often you get triggered. Not whether you ever feel stress again. That's not the game. The real measure of nervous system mastery is how fast you come back. You're going to feel the old frequency try to pull you under. Tight chest, shallow breath, that familiar static in your body that says danger. But if you can return to coherence in 30 seconds instead of 3 hours, you've changed your life. That's the difference between someone who gets swept away by every wave and someone who rides them. You're building a body that knows how to reset itself through observation, not willpower. And once that becomes automatic, you stop living in reaction and start living in response. The tools are so small they almost feel insulting. But that's the point. 10 seconds is all you need when you know what to do. One long exhale, twice as slow as your inhale. Let your tongue relax against the roof of your mouth. You didn't even know you were clenching it. Look 20 meters ahead for 5 seconds. It pulls your nervous system out of tunnel vision and into peripheral awareness. Drop your shoulders like you're setting down a weight you've been carrying for years. And whisper to yourself, out loud if you can, I'm safe now. Not as affirmation, as fact. Your body hears your voice differently than your thoughts, and when you speak safety into the space around you, your system believes it faster. Frequency shifts in the breath, and the breath shifts in 10 seconds. Now the daily anchor, 5 minutes that change the entire day. 2 minutes of 4 to 7 breathing, 4 counts in, 7 counts out. Let the exhale be your teacher. It activates the vagus nerve and tells your body the threat is over. Then 2 minutes of body scan starting at your feet and moving up to your face. You're not looking for problems. You're looking for where you're holding and where you can release. Notice without judgment. That's observation in its purest form. Then 1 minute of spoken intention. Today I lead through my nervous system. Today my body sets the frequency and my mind follows. Say it like you mean it, because repetition with belief rewires the brain faster than anything else science has ever measured. Consistency beats intensity every single time. 3 checkpoints a day. When you wake up, after lunch, before bed. That's it. Morning sets your baseline. Midday resets you after the world has pulled at you. Evening clears the static so you sleep in coherence instead of stress. These aren't chores. These are the moments where you remind your system who's leading now. You anchor the new frequency so deeply that even when chaos arrives, your body knows how to come home. It's not about perfection. It's about repetition. 3 times a day, 5 minutes total, and in 2 weeks your nervous system stops asking, "Is this safe?" and starts assuming, "I am safe." That shift alone changes everything you touch. And here's the truth nobody tells you about maintenance. It's not boring. It's the most alive you've ever been. When you're not spending energy managing panic, defending against invisible threats, bracing for collapse, when all that energy gets freed up, you become a different person, sharper, softer, present. The version of you that was always there but couldn't emerge because survival mode was running the show. This isn't about adding another task to your day. This is about becoming someone whose body is the foundation for everything else. Your work, your relationships, your creativity, the synchronicities that start appearing like clockwork. But there's one thing that can sabotage all of this faster than anything else, and most people don't even see it coming. The environment you're swimming in every single day, it's either reinforcing this new frequency or quietly eroding it. Let me show you what I mean. Your feed is the climate your sail moves through. If it's a storm, outrage, comparison, fear packaged as news, algorithms designed to spike your cortex into fight or flight, your nervous system has to work twice as hard just to stay steady. You're pouring energy into regulation while your phone quietly dismantles it, notification by notification. This isn't about demonizing technology. This is about understanding that your body reads every image, every headline, every angry comment as environmental data. And if that data screams danger 50 times before breakfast, your system believes it. You can do all the breath work in the world, but if you're swimming in digital chaos, you're trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Here's the protocol that protects your frequency. 90 seconds of body observation before you open your phone in the morning. Feet on the floor. 3 deep breaths. Notice where you are, what you feel, the temperature of the air on your skin. Ground yourself in the physical before you enter the virtual. Then make a list of 3 apps that actually serve your life, not your anxiety, not your distraction, and delete the rest from your home screen. You can still access them, but now there's friction. You have to choose instead of scroll. And silence notifications in blocks. 2 hours of focus, 1 hour of availability. Repeat. Your nervous system needs predictable windows of safety where it knows no alarm will sound. That alone drops your baseline stress by 30%. Now look at your physical space. Are you sitting in a chair that supports your spine, or are you collapsed forward, signaling defeat to your body every moment you're in it? Plant your feet flat on the ground. It tells your nervous system you're rooted, stable, safe. Let natural light touch your face in the morning. It regulates your circadian rhythm, which regulates cortisol, which regulates how your body interprets stress all day long. These aren't details. These are signals your body reads as threat or safety. And when you align your environment with coherence, regulation stops being a battle you fight and starts being a state you inhabit through simple observation of what surrounds you. And don't do this alone. Find one person, just one, who's willing to take nervous system pauses with you. Text them when you notice your breath getting short. Ask them to check in when they feel the static rising. Resonance works both ways. When 2 people commit to the same frequency, They hold each other accountable not through shame, but through shared observation. You become each other's tuning fork. This is how movements start, how cultures shift, one regulated nervous system lighting up another until coherence becomes contagious. You're not isolating yourself from the world. You're editing the environment like a sound engineer who cuts the noise so the music can finally be heard. Here's the identity shift. You're no longer a passive consumer of whatever gets thrown at you. You're the curator of your frequency. Every choice, what you watch, where you sit, who you text, how much silence you allow, is a vote for the version of you that's emerging. And when you protect that emerging self with the same care you'd protect a new flame in the wind, the old frequency doesn't just collapse, it becomes irrelevant. But what happens when the storm hits anyway? When your body spikes and you need to recover right now in real time with no room for theory? That's the protocol I'm handing you next, and you'll use it for the rest of your life. You're standing in line. Traffic's jammed. Someone just said something that made your chest tighten. Your heart's already picking up speed, your breath getting shallow, and that old familiar frequency is trying to pull you back into the pattern. This is the moment. Not when you're calm at home doing your practice. Right here, right now, when the body wants to spiral and you have 2 minutes to bring it back. This is where theory becomes survival skill, where observation becomes your greatest weapon. You don't need a quiet room or 20 minutes of meditation. You need a protocol so simple you can run it in a bathroom stall, in your car, in the middle of a conversation that's going sideways. 2 minutes. That's all. First 30 seconds. Pure physiology. Exhale twice as long as you inhale. Count it if you need to, 4 in, 8 out. Do it 3 times. While you're breathing, drop your shoulders like you're letting a heavy coat slide off your back. Unclench your jaw. You didn't even know it was locked until right now. These aren't relaxation techniques. These are direct commands to your vagus nerve, telling your body the threat is over even while your mind is still screaming danger. You're not convincing yourself you're safe. You're creating the physiological state of safety, so your nervous system stops the alarm and your frequency can reset. Next 30 seconds, shift your vision. Look at the farthest point you can see. The horizon, the end of the hallway, the far corner of the room. Let your gaze soften, taking in everything at once instead of tunneling on the problem in front of you. This pulls your system out of threat focus and into panoramic awareness, the state your body knows as, I have options, I can see the whole field. Peripheral vision activates the parasympathetic system faster than almost anything else. Your body reads it as proof that you're not being chased, that you have space, that observation is possible again instead of just reaction. Third 30 seconds. Speak the mantra out loud if you can. Whisper it if you can't. I'm safe now. Say it 3 times slow with your hand on your chest if possible. Your body hears your voice and believes it faster than your thoughts. This isn't wishful thinking. This is somatic anchoring, using sound and touch to ground the frequency in your nervous system's language. Then, the final 30 seconds. Make one micro choice that signals control. Move 5% slower. Lower your voice half a note. Choose the longer route instead of the frantic shortcut. It doesn't matter what the choice is. What matters is that you're leading, your body's following, and the old pattern just lost its grip. You'll know it worked when time stops feeling like it's collapsing. Your heart rate drops even 1 or 2 beats in your perception. Not measured, just felt. Your voice comes out lower, steadier, like it's traveling through a different body than the one that walked in here 2 minutes ago. And here's the real shift. Every time you run this protocol, every time you catch the spiral and bring yourself back, you're not just surviving the moment. You're training your nervous system to recover faster next time. Each crisis becomes a rep in the gym of regulation. 6 months from now, what used to take you an hour to come down from will take you 60 seconds. That's not theory. That's your new normal. Built one 2-minute protocol at a time, until recovery speed becomes your identity and panic becomes something that passes through you instead of something that owns you. So here's your 3-day challenge, starting the moment you finish this video. Day 1. 90 seconds when you wake up. Feet on the floor, 3 long exhales, body leads before the phone. Then 3 10-second micro practices throughout your day. Drop shoulders, long breath, soft jaw. Just 10 seconds. Notice what shifts. Day 2. Repeat everything from day 1 and add one conversation where you speak 10% slower. Feel how the room changes when your nervous system sets the pace. Day 3. The moment something activates you, traffic, a text, a trigger, run the 2-minute crisis protocol. 30 seconds physiology, 30 seconds panoramic gaze, 30 seconds mantra, 30 seconds micro-choice. Track your recovery speed. That's your new metric, and I want to hear from you. Comment below every day with this script. Day 1, somatic signal I noticed, synchronicity. Day 2, moment of faster recovery. Day 3, how the environment responded. Your observations become proof. Your body becomes the teacher. Right now, hit the like button, but do it differently. As your finger touches the screen, drop your shoulders and exhale long. Let that be your somatic declaration. I'm choosing this frequency. Then subscribe, because we're training this together. Tap the bell so you keep receiving the tools that make regulation automatic, not optional. Remember, when the body leads, life follows. That's not a metaphor. That's the new identity you're stepping into, one breath at a time. I'll see you in the next transmission.